What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the segment of the barbecue. It is NFL kickoff tonight. We got the Chiefs versus the Lions tonight. I can't wait. It should be a good game. In the wake of the NFL kickoff tonight, we're going to do our division prediction winners, our MVP winner, offensive and defensive player of the year winners, and the offensive defensive rookie of the years. So let's start with the AFC East. DP, who you got winning the AFC East this year?
AFC East, it's going to be a tight one. I mean, there's three really good teams between the Jets, Dolphins, and the Bills. But I went through it last night, and my pick for the AFC East is going to be the Bills again this year.
Bills again this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want to pick Miami just because they have so much talent that they brought in between Ramsey, even though he's hurt for the first couple of weeks now. They just got too tough of a schedule, and honestly, I don't trust Tua being healthy the whole year, even though they're saying that he has a clean bill of health. And the Jets too, I think they're just not going to click right away because they got that tough schedule to start the year. Bills are proven they're a tough team. I mean, they still got that core with Diggs and Allen. Their defense is phenomenal. So I'm right there with you, and I don't think that New England's going to be very good this year.
No, I mean,
yeah, I'm going to go Buffalo as well with you on that.
Yeah, I think that's a solid pick.
Yeah, I think there's no surprises there.
No.
But yeah, no. Now we'll go to the AFC North, another tough division. What are we thinking?
I'm conflicted here between my heart and my brain. But I think logistically speaking, I think it's going to be hard not to pick the Bengals to win the AFC North. But at the same time, I think the Steelers will be right behind them, and the Steelers will get one of those wild card spots. But I think the Bengals will win the division.
This is a tough one because all four of these teams could make the playoffs.
Right.
I mean, I could see all four of these teams going at least 12-5. It's just gonna be tough. It's gonna base on literally how well they do in the division. But you know how it is. Everybody normally goes 1-1 in the division. In this division, we've been watching this division since we were kids. Obviously, as Steeler fans. I think the Ravens are a sneaky play too this year. Lamar's finally got some weapons. He finally got his bag, so he's gonna be playing hard again. And that defense is always really good in Baltimore. I think that Cincinnati's going to take a step back this year. They lost both of their secondary, and Von Bell and whoever the other safety is. But I really think they're going to take a step back. And Burrow's not healthy. I'm not 100% healthy to start the year too. So I'm gonna go and say our Steelers are going to take this division this year. And it's all going to be on Kenny Pickett.
Yeah. We'll see how they come out week one. It'll be a big game versus San Fran. But, I expect a big year from the Steelers this year.
I do too. I mean, we finally fixed the offensive line. We got Najee finally healthy. We got one of the best receiving cores in the NFL, I think. And our defense is top 2 probably in the NFL.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'm going with our Steelers. No bias.
Cool. I like it.
So let's jump down to the AFC South. This is a tricky one because all these teams are so bad.
I think it's a pretty easy pick. I said the Jags. That's a pretty safe bet for that division.
Yeah, Jags. I got the Jags too. Trevor Lawrence is going to ball out this year.
I hope so, dude. He looked good last year.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the addition of Calvin Ridley is going to be awesome. Tank Bigsby, they're going to have a great 1-2 punch with him and Antonetti. Yeah, I mean, I just think they're going to destroy this division. It's not even going to be close. They're going to win the division by week 12.
Probably.
So, yeah, you got 2 rookie quarterbacks starting. No Jonathan Taylor. And then you got the Titans, which I think they're about to fall off. So
Yeah, Titans will probably be like a middle of the road team, but
yeah, thinking like 7-9.
yeah, it's gonna be a weak division.
Yeah, I'm thinking Colts like 7-9. The Colts. The Titans 7-9. The Colts like 5-12. And then I don't see the Texans getting any better this year. I'm gonna go with like 3-14.
Yeah, maybe even worse, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I still believe in Stroud. I just don't. I think they're still missing a couple pieces.
Yeah,
But yeah, let's jump over to the AFC North. This is another tough one. But the AFC is wild this year, man.
yeah, the AFC is pretty stacked.
So I mean, we got the Chiefs that play tonight. We got the Raiders in there. We got the Broncos with Sean Payton leading the charge, and then you can't forget about Justin Herbert and those Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty safe bet to say the Chiefs will win the division again, though.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs as well.
Yeah,
I think the Raiders are going to be a sneaky play though with Garoppolo. Garoppolo wins everywhere he goes. He just got to stay healthy.
yeah, and the Chargers, I think they'll probably be a wild card team.
Yeah, I can see them bouncing back too. I'm not done on Russell Wilson. I mean, dude was an MVP, Super Bowl winner at Seattle. There's no way that he's just that washed up after like getting traded. I refuse to believe that.
No, I agree with you on that.
I think it was just, you know, I'm not gonna say bad coaching. I just don't think it meshed well with what Russell normally does.
Yeah, I think Sean Payton will be a good fit for him.
Yeah, and Sean Payton, he's a QB whisperer. So,
Right.
but yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. I think as long as the Chiefs stay healthy, they got it though.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, so let's bounce over to the where should we start in the NFC? I'll let you choose.
NFC South.
NFC South.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you thinking?
The NFC South is also gonna be a weak division this year. You got Bryce Young starting Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Saints got Derek Carr, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. The Bucks with Baker Mayfield, and then the Falcons have Desmond Ridder coming back. So it's really kind of a toss-up, but I was going through all of it last night, and I think the Falcons will come out the NFC South.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a homer pick because you're gonna land in close to Atlanta right now?
No.
No. See, I don't believe in Desmond Ridder yet.
That's fair.
I don't believe in Desmond Ridder. I mean, I think Bijan's gonna be a stud. I mean, they got Tyler Algier too, so they got a two-headed monster. They got a great offensive line. They got a pretty decent defense. AJ Terrell over there, one of the best lockdown corners. But I don't know, man. I just from what I saw the last couple games when he started, I didn't see enough for them to commit. So I'm gonna go with the Saints because I love Derek Carr. I think he's got a bad taste in his mouth from what from what Las Vegas did to him, and it's gonna be similar to that Matt Stafford situation when he came from Detroit to LA. He's got a great defense over there. He's got some weapons, and I think that, and also they got the easiest schedule in the NFL. So I'm gonna go Saints, and I think that they like actually absolutely just blow this division out of the water. It's gonna be just like the AFC South, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down between the Falcons and the Saints. I think the other two teams are kind of just not in the picture.
Yeah, I think the Panthers will be in the middle of the road, like 6-11, 7-9. The Bucks, they still got a great defense. I just don't know if I can trust Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
And then like if he doesn't work out, then you got Kyle Trask, and I'm like, is that any better?
Not really.
I mean, I know he had a little bit of success at Florida, but like, I don't know. I don't know. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints. I think the Saints got this one. So, should we jump up to the north or should we go to the east?
Let's go north.
North. The north is a tricky, kind of tricky one too. The Lions look really good. The Vikings are proven. You have no idea what you're gonna get from Green Bay with Jordan Love, and then you got another fun team to watch in the Bears with Justin Fields. Um, I'm gonna go with the Lions. I think
Cool.
they finish the year strong. I love Dan Campbell. I think he's gonna have this team ready, and yeah, I think the Lions will win the division. It'll be close. It'll come. I think it's gonna come down to that last game of the season. I think the Lions play the Vikings the last game of the season, so I think it's gonna come down to that last game.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I'm gonna go with a bit of a surprise, if you want to call it a surprise. I'm gonna take the Bears to win the NFC North this year.
I knew you were. I know you're big on Justin Fields.
I love Justin Fields. They got DJ Moore now. Their defense is always good. They, helped out their O-line a little bit more in the draft this year. So watch out for the Bears this year.
I'm telling you, they could be a sleeper, man. They could be a sleeper.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it going one of two ways. I can see it going really well and them being like 11-6, 12-5 team, or I can see him being like 6-10, 5-12 team.
Yeah.
It's all gonna matter on that offensive line. That's what it's gonna be. That's what. If their offensive line can show up a little bit because Fields got some wheels, they'll be great.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. The O-line is definitely gonna be the biggest factor. So we'll see how that plays out.
So let's go to the NFC East.
The East. This will be another interesting division. I'm really excited to see how Washington will do this year with their new owner and everything, and Sam Howell. The Giants, I think, will be a solid team. The Cowboys, who knows? But I think another obvious pick for this division is going to be the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean the Eagles are. I mean they got so many weapons. They lost a little bit on the defense, but they gained it right back in the draft. I feel like they didn't even lose anything. They just got younger.
Yeah, they're a very young team.
So as long as those young guys produce, that's an easy pick. But since we've been going back and going with the same picks, I'm gonna go with the Giants. I think the Giants got a really good team this year.
Yeah, I think that's a very decent pick.
I love the Waller pickup. Paris Campbell is very underrated. Jalen Hyatt could be a breakout rookie, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, and they got a great defense. So as long as Daniel Jones doesn't turn the ball over, I think the Giants are in good shape.
Yeah, I think Danny Dimes is definitely a top 7 or 8 quarterback in the league right now. So the Giants could definitely make some moves this year.
Yeah. So, and you said you got the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have gone with the Eagles too. I mean, that team, that team could easily go 14-2 this year.
No doubt.
So, and Jalen Hurts could be in the running for MVP as well. But let's go to the NFC West. This one's another interesting division. Honestly, there's a lot of disparity in the NFL this year, I feel like. But yeah, the NFC West, this is an interesting one. I think the 49ers take a little step down. I mean, full year of Brock Purdy getting some film on him, and he's coming back from that injury. I think they're going to start off a little slow. The Seahawks, they're pretty proven that they win no matter what. You got the Rams that they could bounce back, or they could be really terrible. It's good. I mean, Cooper Kupp's already out for week 1 though, so that's not very good for him. And then you got the Cardinals, who are probably going to go 0-17 this year. So I'm gonna go I'm going to still go with the 49ers, though. That defense is too good.
Yeah, I'll counter that. I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
Yeah, I was in between.
Yeah, I was too. I was like, it's almost like a toss-up. San Fran's got really good defense, but I like the way Seattle played last year with Geno Smith and Pete Carroll. So I'll take the Seahawks.
I do too, man. And I think Geno Smith's only going to get better.
Right.
I mean, he proved to everybody that he should have had a chance earlier in his career. Did he even really do that bad whenever he came into the NFL?
He was young.
I was talking about this with people the other day. I was like, honestly, I feel like he just got injured a lot, and it kind of like threw him off.
He did, yeah.
Like his stats weren't that bad when he was on the Jets.
No, not at all.
So, and then after that, he would come in and he was fighting for a spot on a crappy team. So I finally think that with a good talent around him, he's finally showing that he's a capable quarterback.
For sure. I feel like he's always been a capable quarterback, but this has just been the best fit for him.
I mean, you remember that Orange Bowl game we went to whenever he absolutely destroyed Clemson?
Yeah, they put up 70 points.
Yeah, him and what was it, Tavon Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that game was unreal.
Oh yeah. So,
I'm happy for him, and I'm not mad at that pick at all. The Seahawks, like I said, that was a toss-up. Whenever I came into this, I was gonna go Seahawks, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna trust the defense.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So, but yeah, we got all of our division picks now. Let's go to our MVP pick. This is a tough one. There's a lot of great players in the NFL this year. You never know. Patrick Mahomes could run it back and get another one. You got Jalen Hurts that can ball out. Justin Herbert's a sneaky play. Joe Burrow. Kenny Pickett.
Kenny.
But you want to go first or you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. My pick for this year, I think it'd be easy to say Mahomes, but that's not going to be my guess. I'm going to take Jalen Hurts.
Love it. I love Jalen Hurts' pick.
I mean, the year the Eagles had last year and the year he had, it's kind of hard not to pick him.
Yeah, no, I think he's absolutely going to ball out. He's hungry. I think he wanted that Super Bowl so bad that he's going to put in so much work. And, I love that pick. I'm going to go with another player that you really like. I'm going to go Josh Allen this year.
Okay.
I think the Bills are going to be really good. I think with all the off-the-field crap that's been going on, he's going to really, just want to, prove that that's not an issue. And I think that the Bills go in and the Bills make the Super Bowl this year, honestly.
Turn up. Bills Mafia.
So, but yeah, we'll go to the Offensive Player of the Year. I'll pick this one first since you did the MVP. I'm going to go with a little bit of kind of a long shot. I'm going to go Tony Pollard.
Okay.
I just think that with Zeke gone and he's the only one in the room, that running back room, he had an outstanding year last year. And I just think that between his pass catching and his running ability, he's going to get probably 20, 22 touchdowns, I think, this year.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. The Cowboys, though, I don't know how well they'll do as a team this year, but not saying they're going to be terrible or anything, but we'll see how it goes. But I like Tony Pollard. I think that's definitely a good pick for sure.
It hurt me because I hate taking Cowboys, but I don't know. I got a good feeling about them this year.
Fair enough, yeah.
I got them in a lot of leagues too, so maybe that could be a little biased.
What did you say?
I said I got them in a lot of fantasy leagues this year, so I could be a little biased.
Yeah, a little bit. I have mine too, so I feel you. My pick, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna take Justin Jefferson.
Again? Back to back?
Back to back?
Didn't he win last year? Offensive Player of the Year?
I don't know, did he? He might have.
I think he did.
But yeah, I'm still gonna take him
No, yeah. I mean, you can't blame me. Best receiver in the league, hands down.
for sure. He's about to get paid too, hopefully.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get the biggest bag for any receiver for sure.
100%.
He'll make a record breaking contract signing for that position for sure. No, yeah, I can't go wrong with that one. Can't go wrong with that one at all. Especially with how nowadays it's a passing league. Yeah, that's a solid pick. Um, yeah. All right, defensive player of the year.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first since I did offense.
All right. Well, depending on how our year goes this year, I would say T.J. Watt.
Love that pick. Love that pick.
It's T.J. Watt. I mean, he should have broke the NFL single season record for sacks. He kind of got snubbed in that last game against Baltimore.
Yeah, they gave him that half sack. That was bullshit.
Yeah, so he's now tied with Michael Strahan, but I mean, I feel like it's kind of hard not to pick him. I mean, he's a game wrecker. If you don't double team him, chip him with running backs, account for him on every play, he's gonna wreck the game for you. So
I mean, they got two people that could be defensive player of the year. Mika Fitzpatrick could too.
yeah, I mean, Alex Highsmith's another great edge rusher too.
Exactly. I mean, we got all around. So, man, well, since you took TJ from me, I'm gonna go guy that just got the bag. I'm gonna go Nick Bosa.
That was gonna be my second pick.
I think he just got the bag, and that's another game wrecker. He's almost unblockable. I think that he's gonna be phenomenal this year.
Yeah,
He's the reason why the 49ers are gonna win the NFC West, in my opinion.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he's basically, him and TJ Watt are kind of the same player, honestly.
Yeah.
Very similar players, very similar play styles, great pass rushers, great against the run too. I mean, they don't really have any weaknesses. So yeah, I think that's a really good pick.
But yeah. So now what? We'll do the head. We'll do offensive player rookie of the year.
Offensive rookie. Do you want to go first or me?
Yeah, I'll go first. We'll alternate. Offensive rookie of the year. I'm gonna go. Anthony Richardson.
Bold pick. I like it.
I'm gonna go a little out there. I just think with his legs, I think that it helps him a little bit more. I know he doesn't really have a good receiving core, a decent O line, but I just think that he was drafted 4th overall for a reason, and I just think with his legs that he's gonna be a difference maker.
Yeah, the guy's an athlete for sure. He's got a great arm strength. It might help his case that he doesn't really play in the strongest division.
Exactly. I was gonna say he's got 4 games that are pretty cupcake teams with the Texans and the Titans.
Right. So that could help his cause for sure.
So they got the 4th easiest schedule in the league too. That's why I was like, you know what? I was like, let's go with Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are kind of saying he's going to be a bust. And like, you never want to root for someone to be a bust, obviously.
No, you definitely don't.
But I mean, I think he has the highest upside or the highest potential out of him, Bryce Young, and CJ Stroud. I think he has the highest ceiling for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he has a cannon for an arm, and his legs are just as good as Jalen Hurts. So, I mean, it's like a Patrick Mahomes, just like with more speed almost.
I look as like a Cam Newton type player.
Exactly. I mean, with his eyes.
Right. But for my pick, I'm gonna take a guy. He's playing tonight. In his first game. I'm gonna take Jahmyr Gibbs out of Bama.
Oh man, I love that pick. I was thinking about him. That dude is gonna be unreal. I
Yeah.
wish I had him in some fantasy leagues, but he was going off the board way too quick.
Yeah.
Dude is going to be an absolute stud.
He's very versatile. He's one of those guys that can catch out of the backfield. He's more of a speed guy, so hopefully they'll try to get him on the perimeter, making plays where he can use his speed and space. So he's not necessarily a downhill guy, especially now coming into the NFL. It's a much more physical league than the SEC. But I think give him some time. I think he could be a very useful and versatile weapon in that offense now that they don't have DeAndre Swift or who's the guy? Jamal Williams yeah. So I mean he's pretty much the Lions' only option at running back as far as I know. So
they got David Montgomery too.
That's true.
But I think that they'll do a lot of two running back sets. I think they're gonna have Gibbs a lot in the slot. I think they'll do that little shotgun with the two running backs and put one in motion. They'll both be on the field a lot.
Right.
I mean, they don't have that great of wide receivers. It's Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and that's about it.
Yeah.
until Jameson Williams comes back.
Yeah. So I think they'll probably David Montgomery will be like more of the true running back, but I could see Jahmyr Gibbs being more of like a versatile player. He lines up in the slot, he lines up in the backfield, just kind of move them all around to try to get mismatches with his speed.
Mm. So, but yeah, let's go to the defensive player of the year now. I went first last, so you got this one. I mean, defensive rookie of the year, sorry.
Defensive rookie of the year. This is kind of a tough one. I was thinking, and I mean, nobody really kind of stuck out to me, honestly, but I think just looking at their college careers and their success in college, I'm going to say Will Anderson.
Oh, great pick. I was going to go there. I mean, obviously, there's two obvious picks here. It's either him or Jalen Carter, so I'm going to go Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
But go with your reasoning on Will Anderson.
I mean, just he was a freak at Bama, dude. And I would say that the SEC is obviously the closest thing to playing in the NFL in terms of college football, and he just dominated in the SEC, which is obviously the toughest conference in college football. So I think he'll probably be his game will be the most transferable and most NFL ready week one. So I think you take that into consideration and you give him, a full season to develop and get used to the speed of playing at the NFL level. I think he could be TJ Watt type player, honestly. A good pass rusher, good run defender. So I'm excited to watch him play.
Yeah, the Texans got a bunch of great young pieces on that defense. They got Stingley at the cornerback, that he's a stud from LSU that they drafted last year. They got Will Anderson this year. I think if you give them a couple of years, they're going to be a little tough team to beat. And I love the coach, D'Amico Ryans. He used to play there. He used to be a star middle linebacker there for a while. So I think he has a lot of invested into the Texans that he's gonna really want to win, and he's gonna motivate them a lot. So and like for Will Anderson, what better person could you learn from than D'Amico Ryans?
Exactly, that's a great point.
So, but yeah, it was either that or, like I said, Jalen Carter. So I'm going Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter, if it wasn't for his off the field crap before the draft, probably would have been third pick in the draft. Dude's an absolute game breaker. He was killing it in preseason already. Yeah, I think he's gonna be a stud, and they can't double team him because they already got too many people on that defensive line with Hassan Reddick and Brandon Graham. So I think that he's just gonna have a great year for the Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, him and Will Anderson, like you said, were definitely the two that stuck out to me. So I think that's a solid pick.
Will McDonald's a sleeper for the Jets too. I mean, I was watching him on Hard Knocks and he impressed me.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you never know how it's going to play out until it actually does. So
yeah, I just feel like edge rushers have a better chance than corners, and like, you know.
yeah, especially now with how much teams are throwing the ball, it just gives those pass rushers, those pass rushers more opportunity to make impact plays.
Exactly. So let's go to the head coach of the year. I know I forgot about that one, but we'll throw that one in there too. What you thinking?
I'll go first. Okay.
I go first, right?
Yeah, you. No, you go first. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Um, head coach of the year. I'm gonna go Mike Tomlin. Because our Steelers are going 13-4 this year. They're gonna win the division, and everybody's gonna be surprised, and we're gonna build a statue for Mike Tomlin for most consecutive winning seasons. Yeah, I'm going Mike Tomlin.
Okay. I love it. I mean, I love the pick. Honestly, great pick. I hope it manifests and comes true. But besides Mike Tomlin, gosh. I think there's a couple guys that come to mind. But I'm going to go out on a whim here and say Sean Payton wins it.
That's a good one.
Comes into Denver, turns the Broncos around. They become a playoff team. So I think if he can lead them to the playoffs, or at least I'll say playoffs, that he could win Coach of the Year.
Yeah, he's got to at least make the playoffs to win Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
I can see it happening.
Yeah, I don't think it's impossible.
So, yeah, dang. That's a real solid pick. But yeah, before we go, let's do our prediction for the tonight's game. We got Chiefs versus Lions. Chiefs doing their ring ceremony, even though banner ceremony. So there's gonna be a lot of emotion. Who do you got? No, there could be no Travis Kelce either. So
this is true. I'm gonna say in a surprise, a shocker, the Lions come in to Arrowhead. They win 27-24.
I love it because I was saying the same thing. I think that the Chiefs this is gonna be a shocking loss, and then they'll bounce back and win probably 8 in a row. But I think they're just gonna come out slow just because they're gonna be celebrating getting that their Super Bowl on the ring of honor over there. Again, maybe no Travis Kelce. Even if he does play, he's not gonna be 100%. I think that hurts them because other than that, they don't have any receivers really over there. Standout ones. They got Sky Moore, Valdez Scantling. They got Kadarius Toney. That's not 100% too. And that Lions defense is sneaky good. So
they got really good defense.
Yeah, I think the Lions take this one, and yeah, I'm all on the Lions bandwagon today.
Do we know what the spread is for this game?
It was 7.5. Now it's down to 5 because Kelce might be out.
Down to 5. Yeah, take the Lions and the points.
Yeah.
I'd say
7.5. I was taking the points all day. Now that's down to 5. I'm like, shoot, I might as well take the money line.
Yeah, honestly.
But yeah, I'm all for the Lions today. I don't get me wrong. I love the Chiefs season. I don't think that has anything to do with the Chiefs season this year. I think the Lions are just going to come in and they missed the playoffs last year, so they're still pissed off about that, and they're going to want to put a statement on this season.
Yeah.
So sounds good. We got an NFL pick'em too. Don't be afraid to join that. See how you do versus me and DP. I'll put the link on here for you, and then we got college tomorrow that we'll be doing, and the rest of NFL. But yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.